Hey y'all, it's Linnell. I received some new offers from Carnival for some free cruises, and I thought I would show you how I booked those. For those of you who have never received a free cruise offer from Carnival, for those of you who have received them but you're not sure how to book them on your own, whether you just started getting them or you've been getting them, but maybe you had a travel agent who was booking them for you in the past, this video I'm going to show you exactly the process that I go through when I book the free casino deals. Some of them are not free, some of them are just really good deals, but it's the same process. So I'm going to show you how you can do that and give you some tips and things to look for along the way. Let's go ahead and dive into it. Hey y'all, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I'm Linnell. I sold everything and now I live on cruise ships full time. I sold my house, left a toxic marriage, quit a toxic job, and now I travel the world with just a small suitcase and a backpack. If this video is a blessing to you, I want to encourage you to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and then turn on notifications. Hit the bell for all notifications so that you never ever miss another video. And follow me on my journey from poverty to paradise. First of all, I know that I have casino deals with Carnival from two ways. Either I can just continually check on their site, or they will send me an email saying, hey, you have some casino deals, go over to our website and check it out. Basically, that's what it says. I'm paraphrasing. All right, so I'm going to log into carnival.com, and first thing that's going to show up is the offer that I have. And as I scroll down here, you can see that it tells me I have 13 different offers. So I'm going to scroll down. This first one here, this is a new one, the Booking Bucks offer Carnival Players Club up to $400 off per room and free drinks in the casino. You can see when it expires. As I scroll through these offers, I'm going to go back in detail and talk about it a little bit more, but as I scroll through the offers, notice that each one of them has a code. It'll say rate code. For instance, on this first one, rate code PQN. And all of them will have from and then the amount average per person. And that is for two people. When I'm looking at this, I'm mentally making a note. So if I see 154, I'm going to multiply that by 2. So this would be $308 for a cruise. And it's not going to be that exact amount. And I'll show you why in a moment. But mentally, that's what I'm looking at, $308 for a cruise. The next one here, the Perfect Balance, it also expires January 6th. This one here is rate code 05V, and then we have Sale Anytime, rate code 05W, and that would be about $500 for a cruise for me. The Hot Streak Bonus, rate code OTM, that would be about $500 for me. Premier Cruises, rate code OJI, that would be, what is that, 270 times 2, so 540. Ultra Cruise. So now we're getting into some more expensive cruises, right? So the Ultra Cruise says rate code P4L, and those cruises start at over $1,000 for me. So that's probably not something I'm going to look into. I might click on it just to see if they have a really long cruise, which I doubt it. But if it was a cruise for like 20 days, that was like $1,000, I'd probably jump on that. But I wouldn't pay $1,000 for like a 5-day cruise. And then I have some offers for Australia. I'm not looking into the Australia cruises just yet, but you can see here it's a rate code of QA3, and those are about, what is that, 240, 480 for a cruise for me in Australia. There's welcome home offer. They don't show the code right there up front. Normally when they don't show the code right up front, those are not going to be the free cruises. Then there's this Pack and Go cruise, Early Saver Triple Play Sale, Triple Perks Great Rate Sale, Casino Tournament Access. Ooh, some kind of tournament. That's like $2,000 for the cruise. I'm not going to click on that. Celebration Key, and that's it. So those are the offers that I can go through as an example of one that I would do. So I'm going to check out this Booking Bucks offer. I'm going to click on View Offer Details. And you see here for this particular offer, I can choose up to 175 crews. They're all going to be different prices, and they all have their pluses and minuses. Of course, there's different dates, different ships, different ports that I would sail out of, different destinations as far as cruise ports of where the ships are going to go. The next thing I'm going to do is click on View More Details, with that little arrow going down. I can see more of the details regarding this booking. All right, then the next thing that I would do or you would do is just to kind of glance through this, making sure it's important to read all this. I would say make sure you read everything, because if you miss something and then you book a cruise and you misunderstood something, it's gonna really dampen your day and put a bad taste in your mouth. I say make sure you read every line of all of the offers that you get, so you know exactly what you're getting into. And then once you've done probably 3 or 4, 5 of them, then you're kind of used to what you need to look for. Some of it you can skim over. You still need to read it, but some of it you can skim over it because it's kind of the same wording each time, but there might be something different about each offer that you want to make sure you look into. So I'm not going to read this word for word for you. You can pause it and look into it as much as you want, but I'm just going to point out a few things. Now, your offer could say drinks on us while playing in the casino. I don't do that with Carnival anymore. If you've seen my video about how I spent $60 on a bottle of water, you'll understand what I am talking about. And so if I am playing the casino, I'll get a drink, but for the most part, I don't use that. Available on select sailing, so you can't just apply this to any cruise that you want. Secure your room with a non-refundable deposit of $50 per person. So for me, I would have to put down a deposit of $100. The next thing that I do is I click on the terms and conditions. Let me see what I can point out. So the deposit is non-refundable. Okay, so one thing that stands out for me on this one is offer is limited to 1 redemption per sailing. Normally, and I'll show you in another one, right after that, it'll say how many times you can use this code. It doesn't say that on this. I'm under the impression that I can only use this one code. I can only use this offer one time. Now I'm gonna go and pick out a cruise. Let's click on this first cruise. Before I choose a cruise, I'm gonna put in some filters because 175, that is a lot to choose from. I am a solo cruiser, so I'm gonna change this to number of guests 1. And for kicks and giggles, let's try this first cruise. It's a 3-day cruise. It's a 3-day cruise on Carnival Conquest. I have never been on Carnival Conquest. It's only 3 days. So it would be $203 for me. Okay, so where you see the $203, that is how much the cruise would be for me, because I've already changed it to 1 person. The asterisk after the $203, if you look above the first cruise, right under the 175 cruise results, it says starting from price is in USD, taxes and fees are included. That means there are going to be other cruise options. All 175 cruises are not going to be the same price, but the starting price for Carnival Conquest 3-day is going to be $203, and then there's going to be some other options. It says I have 21 dates to choose for this 3-day Bahamas cruise that starts in Miami, goes to Nassau, and goes back to Miami. Okay, so I'm going to click on show me the 21 dates. If I was just booking this initially, I would be looking for the cruise that had the $203. What is the starting price? Another thing that I would look for, let's say I already have some casino deals, and y'all know me living on the ships. I try to do back to back as long as possible in one region or side to side, cutting down on my travel. But let's say I already have Carnival Conquest for 2 dates, and I'm trying to look for a 3rd date, either before the 2 dates I already have or after the 2 dates I have. So that's the kind of things I would look for. But let's pretend I don't have any cruises on Carnival Conquest, and I just want to find where's that $203 cruise. So I'm going to click this arrow here, available dates, and just keep going until I find it. Okay, so here it is right here. There's the $203. It's an interior cabin. Of course, I could pay $273 for an ocean view, or the other prices for the other size cabins, or I could go to January 3rd and get one for $263 if that's better for me. But I'm going to, and I already have cruises booked for January 2025, so I'm not actually going to book any of these cruises. This is for illustration purposes only. So I'm going to click on the interior, $203, and here's the cruise. It tells me all the details: 3-day, the Bahamas from Miami, Carnival Conquest, the dates for this cruise. It already gives me a cabin number, so that means to me, I only have one option. If I'm going to book this cabin, it's going to be cabin 2216. And they probably put me there because I put 1 guest. All right, so here it's telling me what you get. It's reiterating what we saw earlier. Exclusive offer, drinks on us while you play in the casino, a deposit of $100 per person because it's only 1 person. The rate code, it says important note, your selected rate is no longer available. We have selected the next best available rate. All right, so as I continue to scroll down, there is my $203 for this 1 room. And then if I was actually going to book it, I would click continue to check out. Carnival has a feature where you can hold hold this cruise for 24 hours. You don't have to put any deposit down. They give you time to think about it, and no one's going to take your room. Once that 24 hours has expired, if you haven't put your deposit down, they're going to remove your hold, and they're going to make it available for other people to book. All right, so here's the itinerary. It shows you Miami, Fun Day at Sea, and Nassau. So here where you see the $202.67, I'm going to click that arrow right after show details because I want to see how much I'm actually paying for this cruise. The cruise itself is $18, not free, but almost. And the rest is just port fees and taxes. So $184.67. And then the other $18 for the cruise fare, that is what makes up the $202.67. So if I was looking to book a cruise on Carnival Conquest, I mean, that's pretty much free, right? All right, so I'm going to come out of this reservation because I'm not actually going to book it. All right, let's try one more example with a different code, a different offer. Okay, you can see this looks a little bit different. Offer code 05V. Play My Way offer up to $900 off with casino rates. When I click on view more details, available on select sailings, drinks on us, booked by January 6th, there's the rate code, and that person must sail. So let's click on terms and conditions, see what they're talking about. Offers capacity controlled, blah, blah, blah. Deposits from $50 a person. All right, so one of the differences is it says that a VIFP club member can only be assigned to one cabin and booking number per voyage, and this offer can be redeemed on a maximum of 2 distinct sailings. All right, so we have 138 cruises to choose from. I'm going to filter on number of guests, just me, and duration. I don't want no 3 or 4 day cruises. I don't know why it did that. What is it doing? I don't know. Things are changing, I guess. All right, now it's down to 103 options. For mine, I don't know if it's for anybody else's. Ooh, prices jumped up, didn't they? Again, this is just for illustration purposes, but this is higher than what I would pay. All right, so Carnival Elation 5-day cruise. Still less than $100 per day though. And I have 13 dates. I'm gonna scroll up just to see what else there is. Carnival Elation, Forenzy, Elation, Sunrise, Paradise, Radiance, Panorama, Sunrise, Freedom, Valor, Freedom. I know I'm going fast. I'm just scrolling through here just to give you an idea, let you know it's not just 1 or 2 ships that you can choose from, and everything doesn't have to be out of Florida. You know, some of the stuff is out of California and different places. There's Port Canaveral. There's a 7-day Long Beach. Oh, that's a really good one. $821 for 7 days. All right, we get the point. All right, so let's go back to this first one. Show 13 dates. The 451, November 30th to December 5th. And for kicks and giggles, let's see what else they got. That 451 is the best price. Oh, if you wait till New Year's, 4 times as much. Jesus. January 11th. This one's not too bad. January 25th, 470. And I also try to skim for, because sometimes the ocean view will be less than the interior. It's not the case in these situations, but I have seen it before. All right, so that's all the options on that one. So let's go back to this 451. All right, so I'm gonna click on interior. All right, so interior. So this one, the room will be assigned. This one, interior, select the room. All right, so this one is a little different than what we saw before. So this has more than one offer, right? So I can take this Booking Bucks offer and I can look at all the details for it, which is $320. There's also other offers available to you. So normally the first offer is going to be the best offer. But if I went down here to this next Booking Bucks, and these are the same ones. So this one, because it's less, I already know that's probably going to be, the first one is because I get to choose my room, and the second one is because they're going to choose the room for me. Your stateroom will be assigned within the selected room type. And then this first one, that's $20 more. I get to pick my room. And then the third offer is the sail anytime. So that one is $200 more. It does give you onboard credit of $100, but that still makes it $400. So it's not as good as the top 2. And then it says view more offers. There's 10 more offers. Perfect balance, casino hot streaks. Yeah, I can use any of these offers. Let's pretend I've already used up my Booking Bucks, whether it was 1 offer or 2 or whatever, and I didn't have that anymore. Then I might say, okay, well, let me see, can I use one of these other offers that would be good for me? All right. And you can see the difference in prices is going up, right? Is this even an offer? $1,410. which it actually is not too bad for a 5-day cruise, but compared to the others, it is not what I want. All right, so I'm going to click continue on the first offer. And this is where you can see the difference. I get to select the room that I want. This is if I wanted to be in the back of the ship, which I prefer the middle. But if I want to be in the back of the ship, deck 6 is going to be included in the price. Deck 7 is going to be $10 more. And you can see there's only 2 rooms available. Remember, this is on the code. This ship might have more than those 4 rooms available in the back of the ship. But in this code, this offer code, there's only 4 rooms left that I can choose from. I'm gonna click on forward. Probably gonna say something similar. Yep, deck 6 is included in the price with 2 rooms left, and deck 7 is $10 more. I would probably pick deck 7 because deck 6 is probably going to be right above the theater, which the theaters are usually on deck 4 and 5. I would look at the ship map before I actually picked my room to see what was above the cabin, what was below it, and if there were rooms on the side of it. And I try to get close to an elevator. Anybody got time to be running down all these hallways? All right, so actually for this offer, the middle is not even available. Yep, it's not even an option for me. So I picked the back of the ship and I went to deck 7. I have 2 options. Oh, they way in the back of the ship too. E247 and E232. So, and then if I was going to select my room where it says room number, I click this arrow and then I have either one of those to choose from. The one that's green is the one that I selected. You see how it switched colors? Over here on the right where it says total 320, you can click on the down arrow and it's going to show you the details of the cabin. So for the 320, that is a total of the cruise fare of $128 and port fees and taxes of $192.01. So the total of all that comes out to $320. Not bad for a 5-day cruise. All right, so I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna select my cabin, room 1, and that is how you would pick your cabin. You can add another room, but you're not gonna get that deal. This didn't even let me hold it. As you saw in the other one, it let me hold the cabin, but it says here 91 other people are booking this itinerary. I don't know if that's true or that's just a sales tactic. And they may or may not be having this casino deal, but you can continue to check out and then you continue to add all your info and all that good stuff. All right. So yeah, that is how the magic is done. And do that 50 times, and it was a lot of work booking all these cruises, y'all. 40 times with, actually no, 40 times, not 50. 40 with Carnival. It was 18 with Royal. 1 with Princess, 1 with Holland America. 60 total. I'm tired. All right, as usual, if you have any questions or comments, I think I said this at the beginning of the video already. Most people don't watch till the end of the video, so if you are one of the ones who watch till the end, yay, you're helping my analytics. But yeah, of course, if you have any questions or comments, anything that wasn't clear that you want me to clarify, leave those below and I will reply. I still got this bracelet on from the excursion. And then this is Laugh Love Cruise. The comedians, I've noticed lately, all of them have started to sell little bracelets. I think that's just for them to make a little extra money. Yeah, because it has nothing to do with their info or anything like that. So I don't know. But yeah, support your comics on the cruises, y'all. Let me get off of here because I don't want to be wasting people's time. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next cruise.